So I have something to show you guys. A few weeks ago, someone contacted me via my Instagram and said he wanted to send me something to do a video on. So I said, okay. And so what I'm about to show you I haven't paid for. He's in the UK, so of course because of Canada Post it took forever to get here, but just on Friday stuff arrived. But Friday was actually a good day because this arrived and something else arrived from Ireland. And that is these 5,000-year-old bog oak axe wedges. I've just been sanding a couple of the tapers down a bit on my belt sander. So what is this, you may ask? Well, the company's name is, as far as I can tell, KonvoySG. They sent me a little jute bag and a little leather case. And inside the leather case is, first off, it's a pretty nice piece of leather. I'm not exactly sure what that is in ounces because I'm not a leather worker, but stitching is nice and even. It looks like it might be machine stitched. It's a belt loop. What's inside is a very nice Firesteel. People who've watched me for a really long time now will remember that in my very first episode I reviewed a flint and Firesteel kit, one that I'd never used before, and in that one I had said excuse me, that I wish the Firesteel was a little bigger because all I could really get in there was 2 fingers. This is exactly the size I want, so I'm very happy about it. This is a first impressions video, okay? It's not going to be a review video. It just arrived. We've been getting rained on forever, but I'm going to use this a lot over the next season and then do a review at the end of the season to tell you like how it held up. But let's see. Let's see, KonvoySG. As I said, it's a British maker. It's just a couple of guys. And in this bag here, this little jute bag, is a can with, looks like some charry goodness there. Little char cloth action. Actually, it's more like it's like they just sort of threw a bunch of, like maybe a towel or something. Some towel or in there. It looks like there might be like a charred lantern wick as well. So it's a collection of different kinds of char. But this, because it's so fibrous and so like floofy, is that a real term? We're gonna let me have it, okay? It looks like it's gonna catch really, really well. And also in the bag is a piece of British flint. I've wanted a piece of British flint forever. So, I mean, you guys know how this works, right? You hold it up. You put some charry stuff on there, which I'm not going to do because I'm surrounded by flammable stuff. And I've just been sanding, so. And then, you know, yeah. Wait a minute. Can you see anything? No? Well, check this out. Wow. All right. I'm loving it already. Those are some nice sparks. I can't wait to get this thing into the bush. Many of you know this, but for those of you who don't, what you see in the sparks is not the flint. The flint doesn't spark. It's molten shavings of the steel coming off. I mean, the nicer the steel is for this kind of thing, the hotter and brighter and bigger the sparks are. Over time, you knock the flint to dust. They get smaller and smaller, but That's not the thing that makes the sparks. This makes the sparks. And that was a nice shower of sparks. Man. Good thing I'm wearing wool. This is cool. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it throughout the upcoming season and start some fires with it. And I'll let you guys know, how it goes. But I get the feeling that this is a winning. I can already say one thing that I would prefer is one bag, like one sort of big Judy bag or something. Also, the drawstring on this bag, I don't know about the longevity of that, but I carry a large fire kit, so I kind of don't care. That flint and Firesteel are good enough for me. The bag, I find, it's almost like a cherry on top. It's a nice little size for that tin of char cloth and the flint, though. Well, like I wouldn't put this on my belt, so I'm not sure, but it's a really nice. Actually, you know what? Maybe I would. I'm just sort of imagining it on my belt. Maybe I would, because I'm a proponent of not keeping your Firesteel in your bag, which might get tossed overboard or something. You should always keep a fire making apparatus somewhere on your body. So maybe I would stick that on my belt. I'm not sure. I don't like having too many things on my belt, but I'm sort of trying to find the balance between having enough sort of freedom of movement and not feeling all crowded up and having useful things on, So, man, those are some cool sparks. I think I'm going to like this thing. Now, when I was shooting yesterday, I said that I was going to get out today and start a fire with this little kit. But life got in the way. So it's going to take a little creative editing, I think. But, even though I was really busy today and I couldn't get to the hobo stove and I couldn't get my stuff together, I've had a hard time putting it down. Every now and again, I've just been like, just to be, I can't believe the sparks this thing makes. I can't wait to get into the forest with this thing. I've also looked closer at the charred stuff, and it really is, as I said, it's a bunch of really fibrous, charry stuff. I did, take a little piece of it and snap on it today, and it just lit like that. So I'm very happy with this kit. What I was going to say while I was sitting next to a happily crackling fire is that this company, KonvoySG, it's not a very large company. It's just, I get the feeling it's just a couple of guys in Luton in the UK. I don't know where that is, but they're in the UK. So if you want to buy this kit, the price is in pounds sterling. They sell the kit, or they sell just flint, or they sell just the striker. The kit is £30 sterling. The striker is £20, and I think the flint is like £12. So obviously, it's worth your while to buy the whole kit instead of, individual pieces. Especially since I don't know where you get the, maybe this only comes if you get the entire kit. So look, £30, once you work in a shipping and exchange, it's not remotely cheap by Canadian standards, but tea's a good drink. It's not a cheap kit, but the thing is, it's not a cheap kit. There's nothing in this. It's good English flint. This striker is a good size. It's nice carbon steel. It's definitely not a cheap piece of junk. Okay, the brand name on the striker, it's not stamped in the way it is with some forges, but who cares? This is still a really nice piece of work, and you know what? I would rather spend £30 on a small outfit in the UK, whacking this stuff out, than I would, spend $20 Canadian on something mass-made somewhere. It's what you pay when you go for, you know, small makers, when you support small businesses, and to some people local businesses, you know. You don't expect a $10 fire kit when you're supporting the little guy like that. So I have no problem with this price. And if I hadn't gotten this for free, if I had the opportunity, or if I saw these guys at a trade show or something, I would have spent it. Probably a 30-pound probably comes out to about $50 Canadian or $50 American, maybe a little higher for Canadian. I mean, I have no idea what it's like today, but I would have spent it. From the small chats I've had just over Instagram with them, they sound like a great couple of guys. I strongly believe in supporting people like that. They've only been in business since 2016, okay? So they're right at the beginning of their business model. As I said, they've got 3 product, right? Flint, striker, and the kit. Maybe they're gonna add to that. I don't know. I don't know what else I was going to tell you about them. There was something specific I wanted to say, and I've forgotten it. But I will have plenty of time, because I've decided that I'm going to make this my main fire starting kit for this year, just to get enough of a feel for it to do a really bang on, like, full review a little later on this summer. I keep touching it. Anyways, so that's all she wrote, guys. If you like what I'm doing here, then please comment down below, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, hit that bell even if you are, and of course leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing, leave me a frowny thumb. See you later, guys.